What happens when the man behind everyone else's hits decides to face his own chaos? Leon Thomas is brilliant on Folks. Let's talk about it. What's going on, everybody? It's your man Lighthouse, and you're now tuned into another episode of Everything Ain't For Everybody. And today we'll be discussing Leon Thomas's Folks EP. Now I had to put on my leather jacket for this one because this is how funky I feel. This album is incredible. We're gonna get into it right now, right? Leon Thomas doesn't want your sympathy. He wants you to sit in and mess with him. When he opens Folks with, "I left my Amex at the bar last night. Don't know how I called the car," you can almost smell the stale perfume and hear the glass sweating on the table. His voice slides between a coo and confession. And on the song Just How You Are, sets the tone perfectly. Live drums, hazy guitar, and a groove that feels like smoke curling through a dim room. Compared to the cinematic polish of Electric Dust, this feels more human, more heat than gloss. He's writing love songs for someone who doesn't notice and confessing he always finds the opportunity for mistakes. That's the appeal of Folks, imperfection as texture. Thomas has already proven he can craft pristine pop. His work with SZA, Ariana Grande, and Post Malone earned him both plaques and Grammys. But here, the power comes from restraint. Where Mud explored Hollywood ambition and creative corruption, Folks is about the come down, the quiet after the credits roll. On the song My Muse, he sings, "You're not my girl, but you're still my muse," over a laid-back 70s style groove. It's a song about artistic addiction and emotional distance, all velvet tone and late night self-talk. 5 more minutes doubles down on the tension, begging a driver to stall so he can stretch a fleeting moment into something that feels like love. The production feels like a backseat ride through a city you're not ready to leave. Smooth bass, soft synth pads, and heartache coming low. The songs Trapped and Baccarat show both sides of the same coin, empathy and ego, intimacy and transaction. He points out another man's neglect, but can't untangle himself from the same trap. By the time Feel Alive hits, he's using connection as a drug, pleasure as self-medication. The EP closes on Lone Wolf featuring 4 Bats, where Thomas admits that solitude costs, but peace is priceless. "I am worthy of love and connection, even when I'm by myself," he repeats. And for the first time, he sounds like he believes it. This album just is full of energy, and it's short enough that, you can play it back, but it's very, how do you say, it's very dense in terms of its warm textures and just its groove. This is one of my favorites. I'm saving a couple of these songs to my playlist. I do a year playlist where I put all my favorite songs that I like throughout the year from various genres. This has a couple of entries that's definitely going on that playlist, and I'm gonna link the playlist in the description below. Production-wise, Folks pares down to essentials: sharp guitar licks, rim shots, open air. It nods to D'Angelo's Voodoo and Prince's The Rainbow Children without imitation. Where Electric Dust, layered strings, and cinematic flourishes, Folks leave space for the silence to sing. A few verses drift, sure, but that looseness is part of the charm. This is Thomas learning how to breathe again, unlearning perfection in real time. He isn't positioning himself as R&B savior. He's a man cataloging his mistakes, making honesty sound melodic. Folks doesn't shimmer, it sweats, and that sweat feels cathartic. But that's my time, everyone. Thanks for watching another episode of Everything For Everybody. I'm gonna end this episode right now so I can listen to this album all day. And I want y'all to do the same, you know what I mean? Let me know in the comments what you think. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell as always. And until next time, peace. We out.